don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Dogs stay by my
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 28-yard line. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. No chance!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to us, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They try right side here. Gurley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, yellow. I'm going. It's just me and you.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the 1st. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This will be their 1st trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
57's Mike. Mike. 15. Check your hot read. Hey, 43. Nice 7. Let's go. 57's Mike. 57's Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Room here to run. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
First down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking deep for Julio. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throw left side complete. That's Holt. 11 yards there, 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards the pickup there. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This is caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie. Get him.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Shedding through the defense. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Yellow, 180.
now Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. AJ.
Yo, I'm playing some mud games real quick. Man, I smashed this one dude. He had like a 90-something overall team. He had 91s at like every position, and I smashed him like 28-0. I lost my last game though, man. I started out with like a hit stick fumble for a touchdown. I was never able to really recover. I came back, but you know, it was just like, you know, it was just he just kept chewing clock and just holding on. Patrick Mahomes overthrowing the ball. Nope. Watch this most legendary shit ever. Some shit that we ain't even seen yet, probably.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines.
I won 13.
He's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick.
I think I'm at like level. I don't even know. Level 20.
This one taken from the 7.
I gotta quit playing with John Ross out there like that because he'll fumble the ball and kick return. Yep.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What was that?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but
I have no idea what that was.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Bro, there's no fucking way right now. Give me fucking Amari Cooper. Give me Amari Cooper right fucking now.
And it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
That
he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Bro, like, how is he able to man this shit up like this? That's a male fucking blunt is retarded, bro.
The fourth down play doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
It's such trash. I knew I should have just went ahead and Who is receivers?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley.
Shit ain't going there, bro.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Give me the pig.
And this will be
Give me the pig.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary
Mel Blunt is every fucking where, man. Why the fuck did they release this part so damn early?
That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to Lindsey.
He makes all the tackles.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Covers everybody, locks down everybody.
A nice inside
Hit
run
sticks.
sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
6 fucking 2 or some shit like that.
And he's got room.
Runs down my fast ass.
Into the red zone. A big pickup of 38. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I should have floated it over the head.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Get on the ground. That's what I'm talking about. Good shit. Oh, my gosh.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's see.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Oh, my
Second down
God.
pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's okay, though. We got shit for that.
Now Mahomes.
Dot.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Yeah, bitch. We can do this shit. Fuck out of here.
On 3rd down.
Thinking
I
we
know we
can't
love our
fucking...
jobs,
What?
and pretty much any play we see.
He gonna play with me, bro. You gonna dot this shit up.
The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Like 80-something thousand, I think. I finished with 13 wins. In sports, no lie, I could have had finished. I had 9 games left. The only reason I did not finish was because I had to go.
From the 31, Mahomes. He's going to look end zone here.
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This dude ain't shit.
Touchdown. Cooper.
Him and his 90 fucking overall players. He just tried to man me up the whole game. Say what?
Extra point, and that'll make our score 14 to
7. Waiting for coins?
After the touchdown, out is
do like a life
to
kitchen, okay?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. Before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They run. It's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
I tried to keep up with him, but he cut so fucking fast.
We hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter.
I just need a faster safety because I'm using I'm using like an 82, 83 speed. These dudes over here just got a 90 speed.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7.
17 seconds and play with it.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10.
He doubled.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. Cooper was the intended target.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Right
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
It's just that RPO.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wow, Todd Gurley
will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Attack! Slay! Dude, fellas, let's go! Play.
From the 44, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Let's try it real quick. Let's do it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mahomes firing complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, you can darn near late.
That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Yellow. Smoke. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side completion to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike 22, he's coming. Yellow. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. T.Y. Hilton once again, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What you got, Heavy? Bravo! Give me some. Here we go.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Delaney Walker. 29 yards, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point good by Prater, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Mike 20. I got you.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
And I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes going to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in.
That juke master shit, bro. You need that shit. That juke master shit, bro. You ready, sports? Shit was so trashy. It's okay.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter when they come to